I was still on campus when I got a call from my mom. She said, "Your dad and I are at the hospital. Your sister is having her baby." That call, it felt like a warning bell ringing softly in the back of my mind. But strangely, I didn't feel scared, not yet. What really shook me was when my brother-in-law suddenly showed up out of nowhere and said he was coming to pick me up from college. I stood by the parking lot, frozen. I didn't know what to do. Should I stay with my classmate, the guy I secretly had feelings for? Or should I get in the car with my brother-in-law? Someone who always made me feel uneasy, even scared? But despite the fear crawling inside me, I made my choice. I walked away from the guy I liked and got in the car with my brother-in-law. The street outside was full of people, full of noise, conversations, and busy minds. But inside that car, it felt like I was completely alone with a storm. He suddenly looked at me and asked, "So, who was that guy you were laughing with back there?" I didn't say anything. Then he said something that hit me like a punch in the chest. "Do your parents know about this? Is it love, or are you just playing around?" That moment, his words felt like knives digging deep into my heart. But something inside me shifted. I gathered every ounce of courage I had. And for the first time, I decided to answer not with fear, but with my heart. I was standing in the hospital with my dad, waiting. My sister was in labor. That phone call earlier felt like a warning bell echoing in my head, but strangely, I didn't feel scared. Not until my brother-in-law suddenly showed up at my college and told me he'd drive me home. I was frozen near the campus gate, torn. Should I stay with the guy I liked, or go with this man who always gave me uneasy vibes? My heart was pounding, but in the end, I chose to leave my crush behind and get into the car with my brother-in-law. The streets were full of people, noise, life. But inside the car, something felt off. He started asking, "So who was that guy you were laughing with outside?" His tone was calm, too calm. Then came the words that pierced me deeply. "Do your parents know about him? Is this real love or just fun?" It wasn't love. And it definitely wasn't fun. It was a wound. We arrived at the hospital. The energy there was intense, my mom and dad sitting anxiously, my sister caught between pain and joy. My own heart felt like it was racing a marathon. I stood in the middle of the hospital courtyard, everything around me speeding up, eyes watching me like I was under a spotlight. But that wasn't the end. It was only the beginning of a nightmare. Later that night, back at his apartment, he broke the silence. "Can you make me a cup of tea?" His voice was casual, but behind it, something darker lurked. As I handed him the cup, he pulled something out of his pocket, photos. My photos. Private ones. The kind that should never be seen by anyone but me. My blood froze. He leaned in and whispered, "I'll show these to your parents. I'll tell your sister everything." His voice cut through me like knives. I couldn't breathe. I felt shame, fear, disgust. But most of all, helpless. That moment changed everything. I knew I couldn't let myself drown in this. I had to fight back. I started speaking out, telling people everything, every detail, hoping someone would help. But also, so other girls would understand, life isn't a game. And it has no mercy for those who forget their self-worth. From that day on, I learned to protect myself. To love myself. I became more careful with everything. From a simple selfie on my phone to the words I say in public. That painful moment taught me that love, no matter how beautiful it seems, should never be a blurry game or an empty promise. What happened to me made me realize how important it is for every girl to protect her heart and her privacy. No matter the pressure, no matter the temptation, never give anyone a chance to manipulate you or your emotions. Because at the end of the day, the only person who can truly protect you is you. Even though I tried to go back to my normal life, the scars ran deep. I talked to friends, I wrote in my journal, I went over every detail, trying to figure out what went wrong and how to make sure it never happens again. And I kept reminding myself, you're stronger than this. This isn't the end. It's just a lesson. Every word, every image from that day is carved into my heart like a memory I can't erase. And maybe I'm not supposed to. And that's when I told myself, I need to be a voice for every girl who's ever felt weak, lost, or just needed someone to warn her before it's too late. That moment became my turning point. I stood in front of the mirror, looked myself in the eyes, and said, no one has the right to pressure us, to make us feel small or scared. We need to stand tall, protect our privacy, and guard our dignity, no matter the situation. So here's the message I really want to share with you today. You have to love yourself. Respect yourself. Because life doesn't always give second chances. We have to stay alert, protect our hearts, and make sure that love, no matter how beautiful, always comes with respect, safety, and emotional security. And if you ever feel someone is putting pressure on you, or invading your privacy, please remember, you are not alone. Talk to someone you trust. A friend. A sister. A family member. You don't have to carry the pain alone. After everything I went through, I realized I can't stay silent. I want to speak directly to every girl out there. Never let anyone take advantage of your kindness or your silence. The most important thing in any relationship, romantic or not, is your mental safety and your self-respect. And if my story touched you in any way, please support me with a like and subscribe, so we can keep spreading this message, and maybe, just maybe, help another girl stay safe. From the bottom of my heart, I truly wish every girl protects her heart, her mind, and her future. Don't ever let anyone damage your image or steal your power. Take care of yourselves, beautiful souls. Because life isn't just smiles and good times, sometimes it teaches us harsh lessons. And every lesson, every scar, it makes us stronger. So let every step you take be a thoughtful one. Trust yourself. Defend yourself. And never forget. You matter. You are powerful. And you are never alone. Stay safe, and happy new beginnings to each and every one of you. Yellow Heart.